cactus and succulent growers, I'm Lynn and welcome to Desert Plants of Avalon in the north of Ireland. And in today's video I'm going to be talking about Mammillaria elongata, commonly known as the ladyfinger cactus, and talking a bit about how to care for them. Now, first of all, these are my three here. I've got three different types of the elongata, and the first one is the Mammillaria elongata Copper King. Gorgeous, lovely sort of copper variety of this stunner. And then I have the white version as well of the elongata, and I also have a lovely golden variety too, and lovely coloration on it. And these are amazing Mammillarias because they sort of grow into little clumps, and they're very amazing, sort of beautiful cactus to grow. And I'm going to talk a little bit about their care now. Now, they originate from Mexico, from central Mexico, and these cacti love a very nice bright position, plenty of sunshine, especially during their growing season. So a nice sunny windowsill or a sunny position will be anywhere, either in the house or in your greenhouse, is perfect for these Mammillarias. If you tend to grow them in shade or in less light, they will have a habit of growing a little bit stretched out and exfoliated. So do give them as much sun as you can. They also love to be potted up in a very well draining, gritty cactus soil. It doesn't have to necessarily be gritty, but as long as the soil is very well draining. And this is important because the elongata, in my experience, and I know in many other growers' experience, tends to be one of the more rot prone of the Mammillarias, particularly the Mammillaria Copper King. I don't know why the Copper King, but that does seem to be a little bit more sensitive if the soil is kept damp for too long. So you want to make sure that you have a compost where it's very well draining soil that doesn't stay damp for too long, even during the growing season. And I will water these cacti from around April time up until mid-September, or wherever you are in the world, wherever your growing season is. Start them sort of from springtime and then stop watering altogether from early fall. And this is important because you carry on watering them during the winter months when they're dormant. As I mentioned, they're very prone to rot. And I would water them every time the soil has totally dried out in their pots. I wait till it's dry, and I usually tell by lifting them up as well before I water again. So don't water if they're already still damp. But during the winter, as I mentioned, I don't water these at all. I don't give them any water. I keep them all dry. And this is important because two reasons: if you water them still during the winter months, they will tend to have a habit of growing very stretched, and that's probably the worst case probably one of the worst cases that can happen. The second worst case, and this is the worst one, is that the plant totally rots altogether because they're having a dormancy when the light levels are low. So even if you have this Mammillaria indoors in a warm position in winter, I would only recommend watering if it's very shriveled and these little branches, these little, I should call them clumping, little clumping pups fall off or anything like that. Other than that, keep them totally dry over the winter rest period. And I'd recommend at a minimum winter temperature of 5 Celsius, which is 40 to 41 degree Fahrenheit. They can take less than that if they're kept dry, or you have air humidity is dry. Here in Ireland, our humidity is very high, so that's why I keep all mine at a minimum of 5C. 41 Fahrenheit. But if you have a desert environment and your air is dry, these can certainly take much lower temperatures. And I like to give them a wee bit of tomato feed about once a month during the summer. I use a Tomarite tomato feed, and because it's high in potassium, it encourages more chances of blooming. And I use it at half the strength. But I've made a video on why I like to use tomato feed for encouraging cactus blooms on my cacti. So do go and watch that video if you haven't done. I'll link that video up above, and do go and watch it after this video. And they produce gorgeous little white flowers all along their little clumping little segments here, and very beautiful, gorgeous display of flowers during the spring and summer months. And I think that's pretty much it. Pests, mealybugs and spider mites, keep an eye out for them, especially with these clumping types of cacti, because beasts like mealybugs love to hide right in between these little joins with the clumps. So I hope you found that video useful, and it's just a gorgeous little mammillaria, and wanted to do a little care video on this because I think it's one of them really special little ones. And thank you so much for watching, everybody. For lots more videos, do go and check all of the many of the different types of cacti and succulent videos I have on my YouTube channel. And if you haven't done already, then don't forget to subscribe. I want to wish you all a fantastic cactus-powered day.